Cowles works his way down the back straightaway here, trying to pick up a little bit of speed. Garris Racing with McBride Mechanical, Piney Dozer, and the Merritt Group on the side of his Twister with an S-Slinger underneath the hood. Lap number 2 is quicker, 14.322.
We got our next car firing off. That's going to be Jason Mcdougall. He's piloting that number 4 car out of Broken Arrow. Takes a green flag. Your Clatt Enterprises, Lucas Oil, Brown and Miller Racing Solutions, Willwood Brakes, Beast Chevy. Well, round 3 and 4. First lap for Mcdougall is a 13.583. 13.583. Getting just a little bit above that cushion. We're going to see it move up through these qualifiers. 13.583 was his quick time.
On track next, driving the 7U from Cannondale, Texas for Trifecta Motorsports with PDI Pipeline Equipment Solutions on the side of his Spike with a Stanton SR11X underneath the hood. Here is Kyle Jones. We saw Kyle back with us at Port City Raceway during the T-Town Midget Showdown. Jones's first lap, good enough to split aces. He goes 13.653. That puts him right in between Mcdougall and Cade Cowles. Jones works down the back straightaway, stays way up top through turns 3 and 4, across the start-finish line. 13.653, slows down to a 13.675. Kyle Jones, second quick.
Firing off next, we're going to see the 91T of Tyler Thomas, another Okie from Collinsville in the family-owned Tyler Thomas Motorsports ride, sponsored by BT Machine, Air Group, Mobile One. It's the Spike Speedway Toyota-powered 91T of Tyler Thomas. Quick on the loud pedal. Again, moving that cushion up just a little bit. We're going to see these cars try to carry the momentum. Bobbles a little bit at the entrance to turn number 3. And Thomas is going to get third quick at a 13.719. 13.719. And almost lose it. Gets a little bit too high right there. Going to be 13.761. 13.761 for his second time.
Coming out onto the track next from Franklin, Indiana, driving for Peachtree Motorsports in the FK Rod Ends and Ironborn Studio. Sponsored Bullet by Spike with a Speedway Toyota underneath the hood. Emerson Axum. We saw this guy pick up his first national midget victory back at Kokomo, and he goes quick time here, 13.526. Emerson Axum to the top of the charts here. Out of the 5 cars we've seen qualify early here. Axum working on lap number 2, 13.526. Does he improve? Yes, he does. 13.254. Emerson Axum on top.
Now we're going to see the quickest chicken roll out in the 19.8 is Chase Randall out of Waco, Texas. In the Reinbold Underwood Motorsports Bush's Chicken AME Electrical CSI Spike, powered by a Stanton SR11X. Randall will come around lap number 1. Second quickest time at a 13.314. 13.314 puts him ahead of Mcdougall. Still trailing Axum, who's your quick time right now, coming out of turn number 4. 13.505. 13.505 sits him in second.
On track next, driving the number 25 for Tom Malloy with Trent Shoring, Rodella Specialty Fabrication on the side of his Ed Pink Toyota-powered King from Sutter, California, but now residing in little old Brownsburg, Indiana. Here comes one-time race winner already this season, Logan Seavey. Former series champion Logan Seavey goes third quick on lap number 1, 13.451. Seavey's only victory so far this season came back during Indiana Midget Week at the Lawrenceburg Speedway. Can he improve here on lap number 2? He does. Seavey at 13.323. He'll stay third on the charts.
Rolling out now, she's out of Bakersfield, California. Driving the number 7 is Shannon McQueen. McQueen and the McQueen Racing Walker Filtration. Sponsored by Simpson Race Products. Lucas Oil in the Bullet Stanton SR11X will come around. Her first lap time will be a 14.058. 14.058. Moves up a spot there with a 13.669.
On track now, he is your defending USAC Silver Crown Series champion out of Ione, California, now residing in Avon, Indiana for RMS Racing with NOS Energy Drink, EnviroFab and Response Management Services on the side of his Spike with a Speedway Toyota. Here is JG Justin Grant. Grant's first lap, good enough for fourth, quick 13.448. Works the middle through turns 1 and 2, powers it down the back straightaway, sends it in, works the middle once again through turns 3 and 4. Grant's first lap, a 13.448. He picks it up to a 13.375. He will stay in the fourth position.
Here comes another quick one, driving the 67 out of Pingrove, California. It's Michael Buddy Kofoid in Keith Coons Kerbajanian Motorsports Mobile One TRD. That puts him in fifth right there to 13.547, 13.547 for Kofoid's first lap. And the Bullet by Spike Speedway Toyota stays in fifth with a 13.458, 13.458.
All the way from Auckland, New Zealand is our next driver out on track, driving the 1NZ for BSL Racing with Lucas Oil, Green by Autos, S-Slinger Engineering on the side of his S-Slinger powered Bullet by Spike. Here is Hayden Williams. Again, Williams coming all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. Midget Racing, all the craze down there, 14.027. That puts him 10th quick on lap number 1. By the time I look up, Williams already halfway down the back straightaway, goes to the bottom, skates it up, out of 3 through 4, back on the throttle at the line. Williams picks up some time and picks up some spots. 13.545, Williams, 6th quick.
Well, we should be seeing Mason Daughtry. It looks like he's going to be a scratch. That's Trey Gropp coming out right now, the Lincoln, Nebraska driver in the 00. Trey Gropp in the J Mounts and Gavin Stout. Mount Stout Motorsports Ripper, powered by Stanton SR11X, lap number 1. He's going to go for spot number 6 with a 13.524, 13.524 on his first lap. Right behind Kofoid, lap number 2. He's going to jump Kofoid with a 13.450.
Coming out on track next, he will be our 13th car to take time here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying, missing his spot just by 1. This looks to be the 97M of Mason Daughtry from Lawton, Oklahoma for Berry Hill Family Racing with Realty Connect, Eclipse Claims Consulting on the side of his S-Slinger powered Boss. Mason's first lap at the line, a 14.625. That car not sounding the way that he probably would like it to. He does his best to pedal it down the back straightaway, struggling to get all the power out of it he can. At the line, Mason works hard and it pays off. He improves to a 14.511, but definitely not the lap they wanted there.
Yeah, had one of those Rice Krispie motors with a little snap, crackle, and pop.
I would say so.
Your next car out on the track right now, it's going to be the 19M of Ethan Mitchell out of Mooresville, North Carolina. The Bundy Built Motorsports QRC Mark IV Walker Filtration. Bundy Built Honda in the 19M. His first lap, he scores a 13.510, 13.510, puts him in 7th. Here we come around for lap number 2, and he will stay in that 7th spot with 13.555.
From the 19M of Ethan Mitchell, we now go to the 19 AZ Gilbert, Arizona's Hayden Reinbold. Hayden chasing Rookie of the Year points here in the 2021 NOS Energy Drink National Midget Championship. Reinbold Underwood Motorsports is the team. Amy Electrical and Mesilla Valley Transportation is the sponsor on the side of his Stanton SR11X powered Spike. Lap number 1 for Reinbold, 13th quick, good enough with a 13.947. Reinbold works out of the middle through turns 1 and 2, sets sail into turns 3 and 4. Front end wants to come up just a tick on the entry into that third corner. He improves. Hayden Reinbold leapfrogs Hayden Williams. Reinbold 8th quick.
Here comes another Keith Coons Kerbajanian Motorsports iBuy-powered TRD Curb Bullet by Spike Speedway Toyota in the 71K. It is Dason Pursley out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma. Pursley, well, he lost a little bit there in turn number 4. He's going to come around. That's going to put him still in 5th with a 13.444 after a little bobble coming out of turn number 4. Pursley, again, doing double duty tonight, driving that 71. And he's going to jump to the top spot with a 13.176.
Man, when he bobbled right there through 3 and 4 on lap 1, I think everybody got a little worried because he was still 5th quick. 17th car onto the track now is going to be the number 32T. The driver hails from Newcastle, Oklahoma. It's Trey Marcham. Marcham's first lap at the line here. He's 15th quick with a 13.794. Works down off the bottom of turn number 2. Marcham trying to find a little bit of speed here as he just barely grazes that infield tractor tire over in turn number 3. Lap number 2 is quicker. He goes from 15th to 14th with a 13.689. That's Trey Marcham.
We got another one that had to fly over the waters in the 7NZ. That is Travis Buckley from Auckland, New Zealand. In the BSL Racing, Buckley Systems Limited, Lucas Oil, Esslinger Engineering, Bullet by Spike, Esslinger powered. 7NZ, lap number 1. He's going to go 16th with a time of 13.986. And he'll go 14.031 on lap number 2.
Next car out on the track here to take time in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying, the number 15D from Caney, Kansas. This is Andrew Deal driving for Mike Deal with DFR Discount Tire, Foreman Bucking Balls, and Hannah Racing Rummage on the side of his Spike with a Stanton SR11X. Deal's first lap at the line, 16th quick, 13.749. Deal works up top on the first set of corners here on his last trip around the track. Backs that number 15D in really well over in turns 3. Rips it out of 4. He's going to slow down, 13.906. Andrew Deal, 16th quick.
Now we're going to see the 8J of Jonathan Beeson out of Broken Arrow. In the Hard 8 Racing Hamilton Home Loan Spike Speedway Toyota powered 8J. He'll come around for lap number 1, gets a smooth corner through 3 and 4. And lap number 1, that's going to put him in 11th with a 13.555. Rolls closer to the bottom there at the entry and then drifts up to the wall at a turn number 4, and it works out for him. It jumps him up to 5th quick with a 13.335.
Here comes your most recent winner in the USAC NOS Energy Drink National Midget Championship, as well as your most recent champion here with the National Midgets. In the number 89 NOS Energy Drink sponsored machine for CB Chad Boat Industries from Canton, Illinois, it's Big Daddy Chris Wyndham. First lap for Wyndham, 6th quick, 13.371. So that puts Wyndham right in behind Jonathan Beeson and out in front of his fellow NOS Energy Drink driver, JG Justin Grant. Lap number 2 here for Wyndham. It's a tick slower, 13.586. Wyndham stays in the 6th position.
Now we got a driver in a Petrie Motorsports entry, piloting the number 5 out of Coleman, Alabama. That is Kevin Thomas Jr. Again, the Petrie Motorsports Gray Auto FK rod ends, Bullet by Spike, Speedway Toyota. Lap number 1 is going to throw him up to 4th with a 13.321. Goes higher there in turns 3 and 4 and keeps him in the 4th spot with a 13.393.
Coming out on track next from St. Peters, Missouri with Kokomo Joe's and Simpson Race Products, as well as Z-Max on the side of his Bullet by Spike with a Stanton Toyota underneath the hood. Here is Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson working around here to complete lap number 1. We'll see what he's got for him. Johnson holds the 8-lap track record here at Red Dirt Raceway. Sam's first lap, a 13.824. That's good enough for 20th quick. Johnson trying to get himself another heat race win here, but he's going to stumble over at the top of turn 4 on the end of the second lap. It's going to hurt him, 14.056. Johnson stays 20th overall.
Now the driver out of Pocahontas, Illinois in the Bundy-Built Motorsports 5D Speed Shop, Spike Bundy-Built Honda. The 9M, it is Zach Dom. Zach Dom running another one of the Hondas. And lap number 1 is going to put him 16th quick at a 13.657. 13.657. See if he can crack into the top 10 here on his second lap. He'll move up to 11th with a 13.496.
Leading Rookie of the Year point standings coming into tonight here in Meeker, Oklahoma, is the next driver on track, driving the 0-1 for Keith Coons with Curb Agajanian Motorsports. Yerf Dog and FK Rod ends on the side of his Ripper with a Stanton SR 11X from Colby, Kansas. Hey, that's not too far away. Here's Bryant Wiedemann. Wiedemann's first lap, 23rd quick with a 14.017. That puts him right out in front of Cade Cowles, right behind Travis Buckley. Wiedemann goes way down to the bottom in turns 3, lets it eat on the exit of turn number 4, and it's going to help him out a lot. Wiedemann to the top, 13.160. Wiedemann's got the quick time.
That's an impressive jump from lap 1 to lap number 2.
Certainly is. That's what they call a glow up, I think.
Here we go on the track right now. A driver that everyone knows in the 7X from San Jose, California. It's T-Mez, Thomas Meserol in lap number 1. He's going to go to 12th with a 13.472. 13.472 in the RMS Racing and Envirofab Response Management Services Engler Machine Spike Speedway Toyota powered 7X. Lap number 2, he's going to stay in 12th with a 13.472.
This driver is riding a streak of 3 straight top 5 finishes right here at Red Dirt Raceway in Meeker, Oklahoma, from Tucson, Arizona, driving for Central Motorsports with Schmitz Incorporated, Gateway Paintball, and Proterra Landscapes on the side of his Stanton SR11X powered Spike. Here is Jerry Coons Jr. in the number 85. Jerry knows his way here at Red Dirt Raceway pretty well. 13.558. That's good enough for 17th quick right out of the gate. Jerry's going to work through the top side now over here in turns 3 and 4, see if that helps him out. Has a great run from turn number 4, and it's going to help him out. Jerry jumps up to 14th, 13.503 for Coons Jr.
Next car scheduled to come out is the 2B of Brett Becker out of Odessa, Texas. A young man I've seen grow up through the ranks from the cage carts up to the 305s in the sprint cars, and now in his midget. The 2B of Brett Becker. The Brett Becker Racing Excel Compression, Mika Tool and Turbulator, Spike Stanton SR11X. Finally gets it fired off, and we'll come around, take the green flag. We'll see what he can do for lap number 1. Middle of track entry, pushes up a little bit on the exit to turn number 4, and that's going to put him deep in the field of 14.662. That is 28 right now. Lap number 2. He jumps up with a 14.483 to 27th.
Next up on the track, looks like we are going to have the number 98 from Anadarko, Oklahoma, for Wayne Crowe with Sooner Surfaces and Electric. Tanner Slayer, State Farm on the side of his Triple X with a Gertie Chevy. Here's Ryan Paget. Paget in that number 98. First lap, not a bad one, 14.238. Paget works off the middle on his exit from turn number 2. Gets a good, smooth run through turns 3 and 4. Leans on that right rear Hoosier tire. Lets it roll. And it's a 14.299. Paget stays 26th on the board.
Here we go with the 19T. The Nevada driver of Tanner Thorson in the 19T. In the Reinbold Underwood Motorsports AME Electrical. The Healing Tree Spike Stanton SR11X. AME Electrical painted on the side. He's 19th quickest for lap number 1 with 13.620. 13.620. Just inside the top 20, and he'll jump up right there to 13th with a 13.493. 13.493.
On track next, driving the number 85T for CB Industries, Chad Boats Team, Western Flyer Express, drive WFX.com, and PristineAuction.com on the side of his Spike with a Speedway Toyota. Underneath the hood from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, here's the young man, Ryan Timms. Timms' first lap, a 13.783. That puts Timms 25th on the board out of the 31 cars we've seen take time here so far. Timms' second lap, he improves to 22nd thanks to a lap of 13.683. Ryan Timms, 22nd.
Now we're going to see the young man out of Lubbock, Texas in the Keith Coons Curb Agajanian Motorsports Toyota TRD JBL IWX Bullet by Spike Speedway Toyota. It is Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch hasn't reached the age limit to run the Chili Bowl yet. He's itching to get that opportunity. He goes to 20th right there with a 13.624, 13.624. And And he'll come around lap number 2 and jump up to the 17th position with 13.510.
Another one of the Keith Coons with Kurt Agajanian Motorsports entries. Here is the 71K. This young lady hails from Muskogee, Oklahoma. Kaylee Bryson doing the driving. She's got JBL, Toyota, TRD, and IWX on the side of her Speedway Toyota-powered Spike chassis. Kaylee's first lap here across the line is a 13.785. That puts car number 71 27th on the board. Kaylee goes to work here on lap number 2. Goes much lower on her runs through turns 3 and 4. We'll see if it helps her here, and it does. Boy, where does she end up? Kaylee Bryson puts the 71 7th with a 13.325.
Out on the track now, the 7W of Brendan Wisely out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma. I believe he's pulling double duty tonight as well. And the Rick Horn, Shriners Hospital for Children, Manfred Auto Supply, JTI Security, Loyette Esslinger, lap number 1. He's going to jump to 22nd. So we skipped Brendan Wisely. That is actually Tanner Berryhill that was out there, the Bigsby driver. Tanner Berryhill went to 22nd with a 13.846.
Next up, our 35th car to take time here in qualifying as we near the end of our 38-car entry list. In the 20H, here's Noah Harris from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Harris's first lap puts him 31st with a 13.987. Noah Harris works his way down the back straightaway here. We'll see what he can do, if he can improve. Goes way up top here on the exit of turn number 4. Harris's second lap, a 14.190. That keeps car number 20H in the 31st position.
Cannon McIntosh in the Dave Mack Motorsports Drive, WFX.com, 08. SPS Shocks, DA McIntosh, Spike Speedway Toyota. McIntosh come around for lap number 1. He's got a qualifying night win at the Chili Bowl. He goes to 24th with a 13.655, 13.655. And his second lap time. Still 24th, 13.670, 13.670. So we had 2 scratches that I noticed. We did not see the 9 of Chase Elliott or the 7W of Brendan Wisely come out.
You're right. We got through 36 of our 38 cars. Yeah, didn't see Wisely in that 7W or reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion, the 9 of Chase Elliott. So neither of those cars taking time here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. 7W is a complete scratch from the event, we understand. And then as far as Chase Elliott, they just didn't make the push shoot for qualifying is what it sounds like. So that will do it for Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Bryant Wiedemann in the 01 from Colby, Kansas. Folks, how about it? Give that young man a round of applause. He's chasing Rookie of the Year points and getting himself a quick time. Doesn't hurt at all. 6 additional championship points coming his way, as well as $100 extra thanks to our friends over at Fatheads Eyewear. Man, I could use $100. But Bryant Wiedemann, he went out there and earned it. And that means here in just a little bit, we're going to hear from him as he'll talk to our Christy Bemis coming up very, very shortly. If you're here at the track, folks, go get yourself something to eat. Brian, what do you know about the concessions here? I think I saw tacos as like the first 4 items on the menu. Street
tacos is the staple here at Red Dirt Raceway. You can get your small or your large street taco, but I definitely recommend getting 2 because you're going to eat that first one, gobble it down, and wish you had another. So go ahead and get you a couple of those street tacos at the concession stand.
Don't worry about telling me to get 2. I got you covered on that. We want to let everyone know they've got Midget Tour t-shirts still left over for all ages, and we've got a bunch of really great stuff over at the USAC merchandise trailer. It's the big white trailer, and if you're not here at the track, you can head over to usacgear.com. They've got t-shirts, hats, hoodies. You don't need one right now, but in case you do, they've got you covered. Christy Bemis is downstairs, ready to talk to tonight's Fatheads Eyewear Quick Time Award winner, driver of the 01, Bryant Wiedemann. Christy, take it away.